Hi guys, so I'm actually redoing this video because I noticed that the other one was kind of like wonky. So here we go again. So we're going to find the formula for the inverse function of these two functions. So the first one, A, you have f of x equals 1 plus the square root of 2 plus 3. First thing we do is convert that f of x to a y. And then you just continue to write out the equation. And then we're going to, we need to get rid of the square root. So the first thing we need to do is the opposite of a square root is to square it itself. So we're going to do that on both sides. So that will make it y squared equals 1 plus 2 plus 3x. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is isolate that 1. We're trying to isolate x by itself. So y squared minus 1 is one equation, and then you have 2 plus 3x on this side. So now what we need to do is move the 2 over. So now we're going to have y squared minus 1, that's our one equation, minus 2x, because you're going to minus 2 on both sides. Okay, and it's going to set it equal to 3x. 3x still won't work because it doesn't isolate x by itself, so you need to divide the 3 out of the x. So now I'm actually going to flip the equation because I actually like it better to look like this. X equals y squared minus 1, and then you have minus 2 over 3. So your actual function now, you have to change that x function. You have to switch them back over. So now you're going to have y equals x squared minus 1 minus, put your parentheses, minus 2 over 3. Okay? And so since that y is actually the inverse function, we're going to turn that into the f inverse of x equals x squared minus 1 minus 2 over 3. Voila. So now we're going to move on to the next equation, the bottom one. Let's see if you guys can see that a little bit better. There we go. We got some space. So now we're going to take a natural log, which these are super cool. You can do all kind of things with that. But I'm going to kind of switch that equation up because that b is kind of confusing. I don't believe it's supposed to be there, so we're going to write it as y equals the natural log of x plus 3. Okay? And then we need to make both sides the same. So how do we do that? We're actually going to create an a log e. So it'll give you, it's almost like a log 10, like a natural log. So we have to put it on both sides. So we're going to make log e x plus 3, and then we're going to put ey on that side. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied. So we know that, I'm sorry, let's do it like this. It's going to be a little easier like this. So scratch that out. Let's do natural log e and x plus 3. And then we're going to do the e to the y on that side, on the opposite side. So we know that natural log e is equal to 1. So you actually have 1 times x plus 3 equals e to the y. Okay? So we're trying to find out what x is. Okay? So you have to bring that 3 plus to the other side. So go e to the y minus 3, because you're minusing 3 on this side, minusing 3 on that side, equals x. Because remember, we distributed that 1 back in, and 1 times anything is going to be that thing, whatever it is. So now we have e to the y minus 3 equals x. So because it's an inverse, we have to change that back to y equals e to the x minus 3. So now that we have our y in the correct place, we can turn it into an inverse function. So it's the inverse of x equals e to the x minus 3. That is your problem solved.